Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Rutherford County School Board regular meeting tonight. First order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. If all of you would stand, please. Led tonight by one of our many shining stars here at the central office, Tyra Pilgrim.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. In our moment of silence tonight, I wish you would join the board in remembering the family of a young man that we lost from Laverne High School earlier this week. He lost his life in a senseless robbery. Our prayers are with the family, loved ones, and friends who are mourning this very tragic situation. If you would join the board in a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Board, if you look at your agenda, please. We had no movement last night on the approval of the agenda. I need a motion to approve that. Mr. Hodge, thank you. A second. Mr. Blair. Any comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The consent agenda is number 5. I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Ms. Moore, thank you. A second?
Second.
Mr. Holloway, thank you very much. Any comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Number 6 is, I believe, we go right to that. That's visitors, and I understand we have no visitors tonight, although we've got a huge audience, and welcome to all of you. Number 7, we have a very special guest here tonight, Mr. Director.
We do have a special guest tonight, and I'd ask if Dr. Philip Oldham would come to our podium tonight to address her, who is the president of Tennessee Technological University. Tennessee Tech is what he said, but I also knew it as Tennessee Technological University. And he's paid visits today to Central Magnet School, been to Oakland High School today. Well, welcome to Rutherford County, Dr. Oldham.
Thank you very much, and Mr. Chairman and school board members, I appreciate the opportunity to be with you tonight. Thank you for your wonderful hospitality. I want to especially thank Aaron Holliday for helping set this up and being with us most of the day today, and it's been a wonderful visit. This is part of actually a statewide tour we're making, plan to go to all 95 counties in Tennessee, and for us, it's about getting out and making connections and making sure that we're doing our job appropriately at Tennessee Tech to serve the students of Tennessee. And so it's a pleasure to be in Rutherford County today. This is the first county outside of the Upper Cumberland for us, and so we found it very important to connect with business leaders and education leaders here in Rutherford County, and to continue to. I want to praise the commitment that is obvious here for education, and I know it starts with this board. That was evident today in the visits we had at both Oakland High School and Central Magnet. Very impressive programs, impressive leadership in those schools, and I couldn't say more good things about the students that we interacted with. It was a wonderful day for us, and certainly. Partnerships are important to all those. I know you got a great local partner here with MTSU, and we're proud to be able to partner with them in many ways also, and we value that relationship. We also know that we have a number of alums, Tennessee Tech alums here in Rutherford County. I think it's about 2,000 Tennessee Tech alumni in Rutherford County, and we're very proud of them. We're proud that they have, for most of the part, they've returned back to their homes to continue to contribute to the economic and social benefit of Rutherford County. I want to say just a minute about some of the shared vision I think we had, and I said that we witnessed a lot of this at both Oakland and at Central Magnet today, but it's all about the student, and I appreciated the fact that that was really evident, that the student was always placed first in every conversation at both of those schools, and I'm sure that's throughout the county. And that's true for us at Tennessee Tech as well. Our vision is for Tennessee Tech to be a national leader through faculty that are preparing career-ready graduates. I think that resonates with you as well. Career-ready graduates known for creativity, tenacity, and an analytical approach to problem solving, because that's what we believe the world is looking for and what they need. So we're strategically committed to those things and providing experiential learning. We saw a lot of experiential learning in your schools today, a lot of hands-on, a lot of very practical education. That's what we're all about as well. We also understand that innovation is the key to the future for these students, and that the world is going to continue to change very rapidly for them. The average college graduate today is expected to change careers 6 to 8 times in their life. And only about 40% of them are working in their major field of study 5 years after graduation. So change is a part of their future, and we need to all prepare them for that future. So agility and flexibility is a key, and education is central to that. So appreciate all that you do in that regard. Our strategy also emphasizes experiences that prepare students for local and global opportunities. Owning our technological name as the technological university for the state of Tennessee, we intend to infuse technology into every program that we offer, whether it's a technical discipline or a humanities. Increasing the size and effectiveness of scholarships, we feel strongly that higher education needs to remain affordable, and that's always a question mark in today's world. We're proud of the fact that about half of our graduates finish debt-free at Tennessee Tech, and we want to make sure that that trend continues. So scholarships plays a very important role in that. And obviously any of this can't be done without effective partnerships and engagements with business partners and active communities like here in Rutherford County. So I think we share a lot of the same vision and a lot of the same values, and I would love to continue to explore opportunities to partner with you here in Rutherford County any way that we can help, and appreciate the opportunity to be with you here tonight. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you and your team being here. I understand you had really a good time today.
It's a very good day. Very good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Number 8 is some recognition, and if you've looked around the room, this is our favorite thing we do. We get to recognize some people that have done an outstanding job at something. Mr. Director.
Hey, first on the list, that's Colonel Houchins. He's got some awards tonight.
I've served with Mr. Odom for quite some time now, and it's with great pleasure I present to him the Department of the Army Commander's Award for Public Service for outstanding leadership and achievement while serving as the Assistant Superintendent for Instruction and then Director for Rutherford County Schools. Mr. Odom's exceptional support for the Junior ROTC program is most noteworthy and has resulted in Rutherford County's programs achieving honor unit with distinction from 2003 through, we still got 2008 coming up, but we're good through 2017. His dedication to duty and commitment to excellence in education reflect great credit upon himself and Rutherford County Schools, the Army Junior ROTC program, and the United States Army, July 2003 to June 2018. So, Mr. Odom, it gives me great pleasure to present this to you on behalf of your all's Junior ROTC program. And we built a school under you, and I want to congratulate you. Thank you very much. You put that when you go to church Sunday. Put that. I would like to add, the program here in Rutherford County is growing. And we're going to open a new high school August 2019, and everything's locked and loaded for that. And on behalf of the close to 1,300 cadets and the cadre that we have serving for you all, our cadre that are instructors, and then the students that we try to motivate, mind, body, and spirit, I want to thank this board for the great job you do in supporting your junior ROTC program. That doesn't happen everywhere in the world. But in the great state of Tennessee, it does, especially in Rutherford County. So God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This room tonight is full of student leaders, and the Junior ROTC program is one of those things that develops the young men and women with the character and the leadership skills that's our future. So I certainly appreciate Junior ROTC, and they do come back each year with many awards and recognitions for the efforts, and Colonel Houchins and his team also to lead that. So thank you very much. Ms. Tyra Pilgrim, I think, has some presentations tonight for some additional winners, I think.
Well, thank you very much for allowing us to do this tonight. Throughout the school year, we have our Career and Tech Student Organization competitions, and so our students prepare all year long for these competitions, and in this room we have our state winners.
You have,
and so,
the first one is
yes,
president.
Yes, so for the first time in a while, we have Mr. Luke Love, who is the state president for FFA, and he's from Riverdale High School. So would you like to say anything, or? Okay.
Good evening. I'm Luke Love, and I'm currently serving as the 2018-2019 Tennessee FFA State President. Joining FFA and agriculture education when I started as a freshman at Riverdale High School has been such an opening experience for me. I've learned so much through our career technical education we have at our high school and all across Rutherford County, and I found a passion for agriculture and horticulture, which I hope to be able to further my future in and find a career in that field someday, possibly being an agriculture education teacher at maybe even Riverdale High School or some other place in the county or across the state. It's an honor and a blessing to be able to serve at this level. It's a goal that I've set for myself ever since I was a freshman, and I'm excited to be able to just bring honor to Rutherford County and just be able to do the best for our members here in our county and across the state. Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right. Well, what I would like to do first is, if you are a CTSO advisor, if you would please stand. This would not be possible without the countless hours that they spend preparing the students for these competitions. If you are a parent or a guardian of these fine students, would you please stand? Thank you very much for the money that you spend, because I know it's a lot, but for your encouragement for these students as well, because it takes everyone working together for us to have success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up each group all at the same time, and then I will call out their names and they will step forward and wave. We have several other things going on tonight. So we have awards banquets at different schools, we have ag banquets at different schools, and we have the CNA pinning ceremony going on right now as well. And so some of the students will not be here, but we wanted to go ahead and read their names as well. So because we, are very excited and honored to have all of these students. So Decca, if you would come on up, if you would like to. Just go right on up front. All right, so from Decca, we have from Blackman High School, Jared Smith, who was in the Retail Merchandising Individual Series, 4th place. Decca, Blackman, again, is Sophia Cox, Gracie Hasselbrink, and Wynn Kilpatrick in the Entrepreneurship Promotion Project. From Central Magnet, we have Andy Adams, Automotive Services Marketing, Shelby Bryan, Apparel and Accessories, Warren Dewey, Sports Entertainment Marketing, Jacob Heinrich, Entrepreneurship Series Event, Fletcher Medlin, Business Services Marketing, Savannah Richardson and Jack Zoe from Entrepreneurship Team Decision Making, Lauren Sanchez, Principles of Hospitality and Tourism, Ansley Adcock, Allie Pinson, and Marley Robinson from Fashion Merchandising Promotion Plan, Christina Ortega, Natasha Thepsavon, sorry if that's wrong, Advertising Campaign Event, Hannah Casey, Rachel Sharp, Innovation Plan, Jaden Porto Serrano and Timur Nikolic, Sports Entertainment Marketing from Laverne, Kyler Finner, Food Marketing Individual Series Event from Laverne High. From Oakland High, we have Bailey Kaufman, and she is the DECA East Tennessee Vice President. Now, you're going to think, no, wait a minute, this is Middle Tennessee. She was able to, they had someone that could not do it, and she was able to do it for us, and so we're really kind of being represented twice, so we're okay with that. So congratulations on that. It's quite an honor. Also from Oakland, we have Angelina Clark, Professional Selling Event, Wynn Blankenship, Margot Liskinen from Buying and Merchandising, Brazia Hooks, Mary Beth Witch from Sports Entertainment Marketing, and then from Riverdale, we have Casey Kincaid, Macy Robinson, Public Relations, Kayla Sayson Daisy, Danielle Durbin, Fashion Merchandising, Lindsay Stewart, Caitlin Darnell, Buying and Merchandising and Operations Research, Kayla Pillow, Amelia Dorsey, Creative Marketing, Shelby Turek, Julia Davis, Community Service Project, Isaac Eakins, Accounting Applications, Madison Baharlu, Christian Schaefer, and Jacob Bulgas from School-Based Enterprise, Coffee Chop, Shelby Bailey, Aaliyah Siebert, The Spear Gear Shop. And then from Siegel, we have Abigail Salisbury, Apparel and Accessories, Madison Perkins, Jeffrey Young, Buying and Merchandising, Andrew Bruce, Business Law and Ethics Team Decision Making Event. He was first place in test. Abigail Salisbury, Apparel and Accessories, first in role play. And then from Stewart's Creek, we have Michael Bloodworth, Creative Marketing, Alyssa Poston, Casey Huey, Brooks Nolan, Financial Literacy, Isabella Vaden, Lauren Day from Learn and Earn. And that's all of our DECA winners, so congratulations. Thank you. Next, we will bring up our FCCLA members, if we have any FCCLA members present. All right. We have Jenna Gonzalez from Blackman. Oh, okay, so we do have some, yes. Ryan Barone. Peyton Kendall, Culinary Arts, fourth place. We have from Siegel Middle, Sabrina Williamson and Aubrey Lloyd, the Advocacy Group. Then from Stewart's Creek High, we have Leslie Johnson, Hope Thornton, Chapter and Review Portfolio. That's Stewart's Creek Middle, I believe. Brianna Gwynn and Sydney Stone, Interpersonal Communications. Zell Nesh, Lily Alsab, Life Event Planning. And Abby Irwin, Emily Rouse, the Chapter Service Project. And that's FCCLA. Thank you very much. Next, we have our FFA group. Small little group.
And I would say to all the students here tonight, this is being live streamed, of course, over the internet, but it will be replayed on Rutherford County Cable TV, or you can go back and see how you did tonight.
Yes. Okay, from Eagleville High School, we have Matthew Robertson, Nursery Operation Proficiency, first place. We have Hayden Thomas, Fiber and Oil Crop Proficiency, state runner-up, and also received a $200 scholarship. Haley Ferguson, Creed Speaking Contest, and the Animal Systems Agri-Science Fair, state runner-up for both. We have Mary Elise Lynch, Lizzie Thompson for Food Products and Agriculture Agri-Science Fair, state finalist. We have Ivy Burns, Carson Daniel, Katie Parks, Grace Hicks, Marion Williams, Devin Yates, Jake Duke, Kiara Jacob, Parliamentary Procedure, CDE State Finalist. We also have Sarah Farmer, Lane Hulsoff, Olivia Gregg, Grace Miller for the Cooperative Development CDE State Finalist. We have Lane Hulsoff for the Dairy Handlers State Second Runner-Up. Then from Oakland, we have Emma Corson, State FFA Degree, Gracie Dillon, Tyree Leverett, Grace McCullough, Landon McDearman, Jacob Neal, Brandon Reese, Abby Reed, Ethan Thomas, Jacob Tipton, all state FFA degrees. Then we have Caitlin Taylor, State Proficiency for Animal Systems Research, first place. Caitlin Taylor again for State Agri-Science Fair for Animal Systems. Jacob Meyer, Mason DeBerry, State Agri-Science Fair for Mechanical and Technology Systems. Maddie Hawkins, Savannah Scott, State Agri-Science Fair for Plant Systems. Caitlin Marcos, Riley Johnson, State Agri-Science Fair for Food Systems. Caitlin Taylor, Prepared Speaking, second place. Then we have Emma Corson, Farm Credit Mid-America Scholarship for $1,000. We have Rebecca Callis, Evan Kincaid, Jacob Neal, Jordan Petty for Dairy Evaluation, second state runner-up. Caitlin Taylor, Jacob Neal, Caitlin Marcos, and Savannah Scott for State Agriculture Sales Career Development Event, fourth place. Caitlin Taylor, boy, she's busy. Who's Caitlin? Okay. Caitlin Marcos, Grace Anderson, Rebecca Callis for State Food Science Career Development Event, fifth place. Then, of course, you've already met Luke Love, our FFA State President. He's from Riverdale. Then we have from Smyrna, Tay Soe, Kieri Tenero Vargas, April Paw, and Riley Street for the Agri-Science Quiz Bowl, second place. Todd Simpson, Extrabraneous Speaking, LDE for second place in the district. Nathan Richardson, Caitlin Hollingshead, Kalitha Sisalith, and Charles McLean, Veterinary Science, CDE, third in the state, first in Middle Tennessee. Hannah Verando, Tennessee FFA Scholarship recipient. Lily Agee, Rachel DeMombrian, Cedric Heath, Charles McLean, Riley Street, Johnny Ray LeClaire, all Tennessee State FFA degrees. Then from Stewart's Creek, we have Montana Wright, State Fair Star in Agri-Science, and she has a $22,000 scholarship. Then we have Montana Wright, Bridget Robertson, Anna Gafford, Michaela Hickman, Abby Whitlock, Macy Browning, Agriculture Issues Team, first place. Jesse Hickerson, GOAT Entrepreneurship Proficiency, first place. Michaela Hickman, Agri-Science Fair Social Systems, first place. Montana Wright, Kaylee Winter, Agri-Science Fair Animal System Group, second place. Montana Wright, who's Montana Wright? Because that person's busy too. Employment Skills, third place. And then Montana also received the Andrew Swafford FFA Scholarship of $500. Jesse Hickerson, Heart of Tennessee Meat Goat Show Scholarship, $2,000. Then also an MTSU Agriculture Scholarship for $1,000. Then Taylor Meek, Elodie Carden Cole, Jordan Dillenbeck, Montana Wright, Bridget Robertson, Audrey Testerman, Anna Gafford, Austin Krager, Destiny Wagoner, Kylie Winter, all with Tennessee State FFA degrees. Congratulations. Thank you. Next, if our HOSA groups, if they would come up.
Ms. Pilgrim, I
Yes.
had the opportunity over spring break this year to go to the FFA convention, which was in Gatlinburg.
Yes.
And you hear a lot of people talk about how our young people look today or that sort of thing, but you saw it up here tonight. You enter the room up there, and you got hundreds of young people there, the black skirts, pants, everybody with their blue blazer on. Very impressive thing to look at. And I did watch several of these people competing. As the judges would come around, they'd have their place in their competition, questioned by the judges, what kind of visual presentation. So really an excellent, if you ever have an opportunity to view that, sometime go take a look, because it's really a character and leadership development opportunity. Yeah. With great looking kids.
Yes, that's awesome. Do we have any HOSA members up in the crowd? Come on up. All right, we have Mackenzie Vaughn, Miranda Randall, Dot Perkins, Ryan Gagnon, Michael Job, and Garrett Burnett. They are first place in the MRC category. This is with Central Magnet School. Chrissy Drummond, Clinical Nursing. Taylor Cuneo, Manning Self, Medical Innovation, Original, first place. Lauren Norman, Medical Reading, second place. Maddie Taylor, Austin Smith, CERT, second place. Taylor Spurlock Williams, Human Growth and Development, fourth place. Gahith Abbas, Pharmaceutical Science, Pilot Event, fourth place. Allison Blanton, Veterinary Science, fourth place. Kayla Morton, Hadley Pegg, Forensic Medicine, fourth place. Matthew Penny, Jake Brown, Marilyn Hager, Medical Innovations, fifth place. Simran Servasteva, HOSA State Officer, Middle Tennessee Vice President. Congratulations on that. HOSA for Riverdale was Marie Hustles, Extemporaneous Writing, third place. HOSA for Siegel High is Zach Bullard, Zach Miller, and that was the CERT Skills, fourth place. Rabia Shaban, Research Persuasive Writing and Speaking, fourth place. From Stewart's Creek, we have Morgan Whitlow, Epidemiology, first place. Amelia Givens, Behavioral Health, first place. Sydney Onsambath, Medical Law and Ethics, second place. Alexia Acom, Taylor Matlock, Alma Garcia Herrera, Public Service Announcement, second place. Presley Cavazos, Dental Science, fifth place. And Rachel Sile, Home Health Aid, fifth place. So congratulations to our HOSA students. Next, we have our skills group, Skills USA. If you are here with them, please come forward. All right, Skills USA for Blackman High School. We have Brian Ray, Information Technology Services. Okay, let me explain Skills USA for just a second. First place is, of course, gold. Second place, silver. Third place, bronze. So I will say gold, silver, or bronze, and that's what I mean. So Brian Ray, Information Technology Services, gold. Malaya Exanachuk, Criminal Justice Response, silver. Jack Peterson, Culinary Arts, silver. He has $2,000 scholarship to the Art Institute, $10,000 to Sullivan University, and $6,000 to New England University. And I think he just found out about that last one right now, right? So congratulations. From Laverne High School, Skills USA, we have Shi Hong Dong, Telecommunications Cabling, silver. Tior From Tachek, IT Services, bronze. From Skills USA for Oakland, we have Camden Smith for Maintenance and Light Repair Automotive Foundation, silver. He's received a $5,000 scholarship from Lincoln Tech and $2,000 from UNOH. Alex Blair, Maintenance and Light Repair 2, Electricity and Electronics, gold, $7,500 Lincoln Tech, and $25 to the University UNOH. What is that? Ohio. Okay, I thought so. All right. And then also from Oakland, Madison Thompson, Maintenance and Light Repair, Brakes and Suspension, silver, $5,000 scholarship to Lincoln Tech, and $2,000 to UNOH. Skills USA for Riverdale is Cameron Venable, State Pen Contest, gold. Aaron Lyle, Garrett Ayers, TV Video Production, gold. Gracie Foreign, Photography, silver. Gina Peden, Advertising, bronze. Logan Como, Motorcycle Maintenance, gold. Daniel Carveca, Marine Service Technology, gold. Austin Wood, Diesel Equipment Technology, two-time state champion, ranked 27th in the nation, and he has $35,000 worth of scholarships to Lincoln Tech and to UNOH. Then we have Tyler Whaley, Power Equipment Technology, three-time state champion, ranked 5th in the nation, gold, and you have $75,000 worth of scholarships from Lincoln Tech and UNOH. So, awesome. Another thing about the Riverdale Skills Group is they are the Division II, which we're in, state champs. And so that is that what that is? Okay. So that is the plaque for that. So congratulations on that. Skills USA for Siegel, we have Elena Galagos from Advertising Design, gold. Faithlyn Burham, Alyssa Sanderson, Sharika Scales, Mock Court, gold. Riley Davis, Blake Amore, Mechatronics, gold. Colton Blake, Principles of Engineering and Technology, gold. Boone Barrett, CNC Milling, silver. Richard Glover, Keegan Mullen, Additive Manufacturing, bronze. And then from Stewart's Creek, we have Jake Davenport, IT Services, silver. Logan Slack, Telecommunications Cabling, bronze. And this is our skills winners. Thank you very much. Almost done. If we could get our TSA group to come up. All right, so for TSA, it is at Central Magnet School. We have Will Stallings, Bryson Garrett, Warren Dewey, Jacob Alexander for music production, first place. Eli Bunny, Lance Garcia, computer integration manufacturing, first place. Carly Alsep, promotional design, third place. Carson Loving, Tamir Husan, Ellie Callender, Alice Burns, Sydney Starling, Chance Lowry, on-demand video, third place. And that is our TSA winners. Thank you very much. We also have Virtual Enterprise from Oakland High School. I don't think they were able to be here. Brenna Truitt, Maisha Nelson, Tristan Hamilton, Connor McNeil, business plan presentation team competition, second place. I believe they will be advancing to New York, so they may actually be there right now. I don't know. Okay, so our from Smyrna High School, we have our work-based learning program. If you would like to come on up here, if you have any, do we have any? Okay. We have Xavier Corte, work-based learning portfolio, gold. Shelby Earp, work-based portfolio, silver. She also received an $8,000 scholarship. Christopher Andrews, work-based learning portfolio, bronze. And then Madison Russell also received an $8,000 scholarship. So as you can see, these kids are racking up the scholarship dollars, and the experiences that they have by going and competing and having to interview and having to present is just making them more successful in the future. We are so excited for what they do, for what our teachers do, the sacrifices they make. And so this is just we're just so excited. So thank you for honoring us tonight and letting us read all of our names. So,
you know, I hope it's evident to everyone here tonight and those that may be watching us on TV or so. I can unapologetically say that I believe Rutherford County has the best career and technical education program, 15 pathways, in the state of Tennessee, and one of the very best in the whole United States. If you weren't one of the best, you wouldn't have people coming from other states wanting to see what you're doing here in Rutherford County. So for your parents and other people out there wondering, what's my child going to do someday, there's some great opportunities in career and technical education that also marry with those academic programs that you have. As you heard the president of Tennessee Tech say, you may have 6 occupations in your life now that graduate. This gives you the opportunity to try things, to learn things that really round you out as a great person to be employed in, and the leadership skills. But very, very proud of the career and technical education program in Rutherford County. And Tyra Pilgrim and Brian Lewis lead that for us here.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And you need to go to a pinning ceremony for the
Siegel and Blackman and Stewart's Creek High School. Our students went through the CNA program, and so our Healthcare Workforce Council is there, and I get to bring the closing remarks. in really soon. So
Certified Nurse
I will be
Assistance
running it.
Program, which is
Yes.
really taking off for us, and that's over at the Chamber of Commerce building, I
yes, sir.
believe.
Yep.
Thank you, Ms. Pilgrim.
Thank you
You'll
all
make it.
very much. I
You'll
know.
make it.
I will. Thank you.
And I believe next on our list was some Riverdale High School archery program. Mr. Nansen, I think they may not have been able to be here this evening. Is that correct? Okay. It's Hannah Murray and Ashley Piesca, I think, that are placed in that competition. And next, let me hold just a second.
Sure.
Do that. I believe our next honors for this evening is we have some TSSAA state wrestling champions. And if I have a coach or an administrator that would like to introduce these, I would ask them if they're here with us tonight. Mr. Cameron Henderson, Smyrna High School. Do you want to come up, Mr. Harris? Be fine. Or his coach, if coach is here, be fine. Kristen Salter from Siegel High School. Okay. And Landon Fowler from Blackman High School this evening.
First of all, Mr. Odom, my name is Billy Harris. I'm Assistant Principal Athletic Director, and I would like to introduce first Coach Matt Proctor. He is our wrestling coach at Smyrna High School. This is his third year, and we're pleased with Coach Proctor and his progress we're making with our program. The next thing I want to do is we're very excited to introduce you to Smyrna High School's first ever state wrestling champion, Mr. Cameron Henderson. A couple of things I would like to say about Cameron is that not only was he the state champion in his weight class, he was also voted by the TSSAA as having the best wrestling match of the tournament. He was also voted the best wrestler of the entire tournament. So that was a huge award voted on by the TSSAA and the coaches. Congratulations, Cameron.
Coach, do you want to say anything? That's quite an honor, sir.
First off, thank you everyone for the time and meeting. As a wrestling coach, it's a very proud moment to share and watch someone's career and progress. Overall, I think the sport's growing, the community itself, it's growing. There's been support. The administration's been great. So one thing all three of these gentlemen have in common is that they wrestled before the high school level. And that's something we're working on, so everyone's going to have that available to them. Cameron himself, hard worker. A lot of sports require you to be the most athletic, the smartest, or the toughest. But in this sport, if you're willing to work hard, this is where you're going to get. Thank you. Good job, Cameron. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Siegel High School, I think, is
yes,
the next one, right?
Mr. Ricky Parker. I'm the assistant principal at Siegel High School. I want to introduce Coach Ramsey back here. This is Coach Ramsey's last year to do this. He's been at Siegel 10+ years coaching for us at wrestling. Been doing a great job. We're pleased he's going to stay on with us, and just like any good coach, he's a great classroom teacher. He's going to stay on with us and keep teaching there. But we have our Christian here is our state champion. Excellent job, not only in outside in wrestling, but also in the classroom. Great guy to walk the hallways. And I'll let Coach Ramsey talk more about him. But Coach Ramsey.
incredibly proud of Christian. He had a remarkable year. He actually is ranked in the top 30 in USA wrestling in all seniors in his weight class. He represented Puerto Rico in their national team as a cadet wrestler. So he's wrestling in different countries. He signed a scholarship to wrestle for Gardner Webb, and he is Siegel's first state champion. Incredible wrestler, incredible young man.
I'm Ronnie Bray. I'm the wrestling coach at Blackman High School. And first of all, I want to thank you guys for having us here and recognizing the work that these guys put in. All three of these guys have wrestled together for many years, and to see them get recognized like this is surely a blessing. People don't really understand how hard this sport is, and for these guys to get a state championship. I think this is the first time that Rutherford County has had 3 Division I state championships in the same year. So for these guys to stay together and do this as long as they have, 3 different high schools, but you know, your best kids find a way to get together and for the best competition. These guys have done that, and you know, the proof's in the pudding that these guys have put in the work and the effort, and it's paid off. So I'm proud of all 3 of those guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. Very disciplined sport. It requires a lot of practice.
Number 9.
Our own wrestler, Mr. Gary Clardy, is going to give us a construction update this evening.
Well, we're getting quite a bit of work done. It's been a while since I've given you an update, so I think there's about 150 slides here, but I'm going to move them very quickly. So I just want to give you an overall picture of what we're doing. Rockville High School, we're moving along well out there. Site utilities are about 95%. Geothermal wells are 75%. Slab on grade 95%. The second floor slab is 100%, and we're 85% on all the masonry walls. So we are really making progress out there. Trey Lee's doing a great job. You can see all the masonry, and I have a 3-minute video at the end of this that I just want you to see what pouring 38,000 square feet of concrete looks like. It'll be 3 minutes long, but it's I think it's worth what. There's a pump truck right there that is pumping, and you can see it's early in the morning. The sun's just coming up over there. I think this is the video, so done with the drone. That's your pump truck there. This is from the top looking down. You can see what they've already done there. That's probably about 7:30 in the morning. So they are really moving with this slab. You can see how massive it is. Very fortunate to have this subcontractor. They're out of Atlanta. And big enough to handle a job this size. Had some music on this video, but I wasn't sure you would appreciate that. They're starting to finish it out now.
Thick is concrete on that second layer?
It's 4 inches. It's on top of steel pan and bar joist. Mr. Jordan, you need one of those to play with in your driveway. Takes a lot of work to get these things done.
Almost looks like a small Zamboni.
Very similar.
Mud instead of ice. Just mud instead of ice.
So there it is. It's all in place. So we're moving on to Oakland Middle School Annex. We're bringing that to a close finally. If you recall, we got off to a bad start up there with about 2 months of rain on a mud pad. I'm sorry, this is Oakland Middle School. That's the fill across the street there. We're putting the geothermal wells under there. There will be some practice fields over there and different things. This is geothermal wells. We're having to redo the manifold on those to get them out of the way of where our building's going. You can see we're putting in footings. That's a parking lot. Buildings going up, slabs being poured there. Just a lot of work, so we finally got that started. If you notice that wall back there, the fire marshal required us to put that up to protect students. Pouring concrete there. Then Rocky Fork Elementary School, that thing went out for bid on the 24th, and we had a pre-bid conference on site, and we had 4 qualified contractors present. Understand there may be 6 altogether now, but bid will be received on May 15th at 2 p.m. in here. And it's great to actually, you know, we pushed hard to get this thing going early. So we're actually out there on the front of the pack receiving bids for next year's school, so hopefully we'll get some decent prices in. Smyrna Middle Edition. We're wrapping it up on the inside. You can see restrooms. This is the outside front. They have the grading done on the parking lot now and ready to pave out there. That's around at the cafeteria. And then we got the Siegel High School ball lights started. You can see they're out there working on them. Gives you an idea how high it is where those guys are up there in that bucket. You don't realize it until you get in one of those and get that high. That thing sways a couple feet while you're up there in it, back and forth with the wind hitting. Siegel High Edition, we're moving on with it. The masonry for the first floor is in place. This is around on the other side by the gym where we're closing that area in. That's down on the, I guess that'd be the south or the east end. We ended up putting a retaining wall up there to hold the fill in. Bar joist on the second floor. Moving along. Then we are completing the Oakland track surface. We had a lot of work to do in there. When we got down into the track, we found out that it wasn't, the asphalt wasn't placed correctly in the first place, so we ended up digging out a bunch of fill and replacing it and repaving a bunch of stuff. So this is actually the running surface, and you can see that they're painting it down on the other end there, coming around the track. And then we have the Eagleville High School HVAC is complete. Central Magnet HVAC will be ready to begin about the 22nd of this month. And that's going in that auditorium. They've never had a decent working system in there. And then we're doing 2 playground replacements. This particular one's Kittrell. And we had some issues with the guys not getting the surfaces level before they put down the new soft surface. And so they're going back to replace 2 of those.
Mr. Paul, what are the surfaces that we're using for playgrounds now when we build them?
They are a soft rubber grid that goes down right on the soil or on the sod, and the sod grows through it. And then you can mow over it, but if you fall on it, it doesn't hurt. And then, of course, we're doing Riverdale re-roof right now. And we're getting ready to bid this parking lot at Central. It's been a long time getting all the paperwork and everything done with the city. And so May 15th, we'll be getting bids on that. And then there's a lot of capital projects we're doing. There's roofing and HVAC, gymnasium floor and stage, window replacement. That's the last window that we will have to do. That will be the end of our geo or our thermal window units that we're putting in. All the schools will complete. That's the last one. It's been a long 12 or 13 year process getting that done. Paving and seal coating, striping, track maintenance. Oakland's the only one. Elementary school playgrounds, HVAC replacement, structural repairs. And so we're doing a total of $4,279,000 worth of those projects. Now, on maintenance work tickets this year to date, from June of last year, or 1st of July of last year, we've had a total of 9,733 work tickets. We have done a total of 9,421 that have been completed. So there's a few hanging out there. Some of them are waiting on school to be out. Some of them material. There's always about 300 or 400 that are in process at all time. And then we have technology hardware and system support. We've received a total of 10,231 work tickets, and we've processed and done or completed 9,888 of those. So that's the end of the presentation. If you have any questions, be glad to try to answer them for you.
Board? Pretty impressive.
A lot of work. Got a lot of good guys that are working. We have some of the best maintenance people, technology people, and seasoned project managers that you'll find anywhere.
How many square feet under roof? You shared that with me.
Well, we've got 8,500,000. So we just recently inspected 250,000 square feet of outbuildings, and some of them are in pretty bad shape. So we've kind of taken a look at trying to catch those up or tear them down or whatever and replace them, whatever the best path to take on that. So we've always got something to do back in my department.
Mr. Creasy called this afternoon, and he invited the board to come out and look at the lights on his baseball field, which he seemed to think when he was that they were through. That if
well,
finished
they may be
yesterday or
now.
today.
Those pictures were taken early, I think end of last week, early this week. I can't remember. I went by there and checked them out. But I don't think you'll need a flashlight to be able to find your way around out there now.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but he did indicate to me that the difference was absolutely remarkable, and that they were practicing tonight because the coaches felt like that they had not played in such lighting all year and for years, and he wanted them to practice. And I'm not sure of the schedule exactly, but if I'm not mistaken, they either play tomorrow night or Saturday, and they're hosting part of the district tournament, which is, yeah, they got the bye. They won it at the record, didn't they? But two teams split, do they not? Yeah, I think that's Blackman, or maybe it's Riverdale, Stewart's Creek tonight. But anyway, evidently they're expecting, if they continue to play really well, that they'll be hosting some games. So they're going to get to use the new lights. So
Spring Fling.
got him in, yeah, Spring Fling too. So we got it in just in time. Anyway, he was most grateful.
That's good. I would imagine that Coach Revis may not ever sleep anymore.
Yes, that's possible.
But, you know, those lights are probably use about 20% of the energy that the other lights use. Not only can you reduce the wattage and go with a lot lower wattage, but then you have a reduction also on that wattage from in cost of what it takes to operate it. So it's I think it's a good move. At some point you may want to look at all of them.
Well, he was delighted, and like I said, he invited the board to come out anytime, and he told me to come out tonight. I said, well, I got a board meeting. I don't know how long it'll last, but we'll see. But I may drive over and take a look at it. He said they're going to wait till totally dark to practice. So, any other questions, board, for Mr. Clardy?
Mr. Clardy, I would like to see some numbers if you can put together what the payback would be on that lighting. If it's feasible, yeah, I'd definitely like to look at replacing all the lighting.
I think that would be a good idea. I also think it'd be a good idea to maybe look at just replacing everything in the system, including all the parking lot lights and the ball field lights. So I'll start to gather that up. I hope that's a project that Mr. Spurlock will assign to me once we kind of get some of this other stuff solved and turned over, and we can really concentrate on some of those projects like that.
Good. Thank you.
And that was kind of evident the other night. We looked at the budget. We have 3 years in a row that we have not increased because of these energy saving things. We've not had to increase our line item request, even though we're adding square feet during this 3-year period, have not had to increase our anticipated revenue to cover electricity, water, sewer, and natural gas.
And, you know, we've been kind of counting on $1.2 million loan from EESI, and I think that may be coming up, but we've kind of run into a problem there that the attitude of the board has changed a little bit. They're trying to make more of the, or get more of the smaller counties to use money now. So we're reaching out to other people. You know, I've been on that board since its inception. They gave us $90 million. This last term, of the legislature just gave us 13 more million, so I'm hoping to be able to get 1.2 million of that money so we can do the rest of the digital controls. We still like some buildings, and that will also garner some more savings.
Board, with the comments on facilities? Mr. Clardy, thank you. Well done. Yes, sir. Number 10. No. Yeah. Is there anybody here from Wilson Elementary?
They didn't come tonight.
Yes. Okay. If they're not here, they evidently don't want us to do it. So we are supposed to act on it. Well, I know just enough about it to state what they want.
I can speak to this too. They are wanting to rename the gymnasium ahead of a pep rally they're having for the students before, and I believe you're going to name the person tonight, but they're trying to keep it a semi-secret, as secret as we can be with it. So I think that may be why there's no representation here tonight.
Well, she's correct about that. I don't know that if we're not, and you did stop me just in time, evidently, but I'm not supposed to name the person?
You can. I
can name the person.
Yes. We don't think that he's watching.
Well, I think I have to for us to vote on it.
Yes, you do have to.
Okay. Ms. Bush is exactly right. Is it the faculty that's doing this? The faculty's making the request?
Yes, faculty made the request for this.
Thank you, Ms. Bush.
Mm-hmm.
It's the faculty of Wilson Elementary School, and they wish to rename the gymnasium in honor of their long-standing principal who's retiring, John Dinkins. And that's, you now know everything that I know. I do know how he's accepted in that community and the excellent job that he's done out there. I do know that, but you probably know that too. So if we need comments, and we need a motion and a second at some point.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Blair. There were 2 seconds over here. Mr. Young, I believe. Comments from anyone? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is there any opposition? Thank you. Number 11.
Number 11 is the TN Ready scores counting on students' final grade. Due to the student score validity questions related to online TN Ready assessments for 2018, the Tennessee Legislature has passed the following amended language. Section 2 of the Tennessee Code annotated Section 49.1.617 is amended by adding the following language as a new subsection. Notwithstanding subsection A, each local Board of Education may choose the percentage within the range of 0% to 15% that scores from the TN Ready assessments administered for the 2017-2018 school year shall count on a student's final grade for the spring semester. Now, TN Ready assessments includes the EOCs and the ones in the elementary grades also. So recommended approval. The motion is set to 0% TN Ready student accountability score results administered in the 2017-18 school year on a student's final grade for the spring semester unless prohibited by the state. And that was kind of the catch-all motion when we were doing this, but I think legislation will trump that it's pretty well set. But if something happens, we're covered. We really have to act on it now because they have to program the computers and all how to incorporate or not include that grade because it's automated in generating those report cards. So we needed to do it tonight. That's why.
Questions for the director? Mr. Hodge, thank you.
Second.
A second from Ms. Moore. Comments? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Insurance update, anything?
Covered last night, probably.
Okay. Director's update, sir.
Don't have any new-
Nothing tonight that we didn't get
nothing
last
new?
night? Ms. Moore, anything from TLN?
Just want to follow up real quickly on the bill that we were talking about last night that we had the concern about because it did show on the legislative site. This was the bill to approve or to require school systems to have a social worker in every school graduated over the next 3 years. And I reached out to our representative, Brian Terry, last night, and he did get back with me and indicated that, give me just a moment, I'll read you what he wrote me. He said that bill was amended to only direct the Tennessee Department of Education to study the value of social workers, counselors, et cetera, and give a recommendation to the BEP committee. So, not an immediate concern like we thought it was for this coming year's budget and so on, but definitely something we'll need to keep a close eye on going into the next legislative session next year.
The BEP Review Committee makes recommendations to the governor for inclusion in the state budget. So they'll be acting, because I served on it, I will not serve on it next year, but I've been serving on it. So they'll be meeting, they have about, starting the fall, 3 or 4 meetings during the year, and then send that recommendation to the governor.
Well, I will also make sure that I reach out to all of our other representatives and both our senators to discuss our concern about that clause in the bill indicating that the state wasn't going to fund any of it.
Anything else?
No.
Mr. Holliday, anything on the Potomac River boys?
The Congress has oversight of the D.C. public school system and can pass legislation that indicates the temperament of Congress. And as such, in 2015, they put forward a $15 million project for vouchers in the D.C. public school system. They have about 1,600 students that participate in that. That equates to $9,113 per student. By the 16-17 school year, they had raised that by 25% to $20 million, with still the same 1,600 participating, 12,150. They have now come back and said that amount is not sufficient to support those 1,600 students. They're going to need to raise that again in order to send more students to private schools with public funds. If you really want to throw away money, then put it into a program that is going to continue to rise and rise and rise in cost, as opposed to funding public education, which well over 95% of America depends on, and we need it to be fully funded without experimental programs like these.
Any questions for Ms. Moore or Mr. Holliday? General discussion by board members. Any comments on anything? While you're thinking about it, I have not received any pictures of the dump truck that ran over the line, which was going directly through Atlanta, but somehow managed to get into Knoxville area. No police reports. No, nothing. So I'm very disappointed. We have a meeting, of course, on school safety on Monday night, the 7th, which is at Blackman High School. Remind you that meeting is at 5:30. I expect that I'm thinking it will be well attended, which is good. I did talk again with Ms. Taylor at the courthouse because I did not see her when I made the request. I took it up there to her to send to all the commissioners to invite them, but I missed her, but I left her a message. I want to make sure that she got it, and she did, of course. And the entire commission has been invited, as well as, and I won't go any further than that and read everybody, but you have an agenda, which is really structured around our own staff and the sheriff and law enforcement and us in a listening mode. And like I say, I expect it to be well attended. I think moving it to Blackman, Mr. Holliday's idea, I think that was probably sound thinking there. So I think that's going to be all right. Ms. Michaels has been in touch with Blackman, as far as tables and chairs and a press table and a microphone for the audience and et cetera. So I'm hoping that we can have some considerable amount of shared information. Anyway, that's Monday night. Our next meeting here is the 14th, which is budget.
Mr. Chairman, I'll take note of the fact that Mr. Odom and James Evans have provided us with the fact book and annual report for Rutherford County Schools. This is always an excellent presentation, not only of where we are, but also of our history. And as we look toward our budget concerns and our growth rate and how we fund these things, the fact book and annual report is a vital resource, and I thank Mr. Odom and James Evans because I know the hard work that goes into it.
Mr. Blair asked a question we might have to explain, Mr. Evans, because when you look at the free reduced number this year, we've been looking at 38 to 40%, somewhere in that range up to about 42 or 3, and it's still up at about 40%, but the number they're using is a direct certification number. Again, if the state has identified a person to receive food stamps or something, that's a percentage. The state has gone to that kind of to comply with ESSA and the other things so that every school district is for sure treated the same. And so the number you're seeing there is roughly 1/2 of the total number of students that do receive some support for free or reduced meals. So just that caveat, that kind of misleading, but it is what the state's using now.
You constructing a building to put all these awards?
Ms. Michaels and I have been talking about that.
On the farm, Las Casas, wall. Anything else, board? If not, I think there's a dinner in our future at some point. Have a wonderful weekend. We're adjourned.